Chosen Vessels, what's the deal? It's your main man, Druuill, and I'm back at you again with another video. Let's get right into it, okay? It doesn't matter who people choose to be. All that matters is how you choose to respond. Let's get into it, all right? People can choose to be whoever they want, all right? There are people who just sometimes want to just act different, okay? Sometimes people just want to be mean and nasty. And because if you're not that, you may not understand it, but there are people out there, they feel that's their prerogative, okay? Some people have been through some things, all right? And a lot of people are out here hurt. So as long as you have the understanding that that's a hurt person and that person is not out there to hurt you, you'll be able to deal with them a whole lot easier, even if they are out there to hurt you. If you don't see them as somebody that is like directly trying to hurt you, if you don't look at them like that, if you don't be like, oh man, if you don't look at it like that, okay, you're going to be able to respond to it a whole lot easier because you're not going to be taking it to heart and you're not going to be taking it personal. So all that matters is how you choose to respond, okay? If you could find a place in your mind for these people just to be like, okay, just a little bit of compassion for them. You know, I'm not saying go over there and kiss their feet or nothing. All I'm saying is just find enough compassion for them so they don't become a problem for you. Okay, just find enough. Just find enough compassion for them so they don't become a problem for you. Because how you choose to respond to them is vital. All right. You don't want to be out here responding to people the wrong way just because somebody is mean or nasty. All right. You don't want to be mean and nasty right along with them. So what you have to do is just not respond to them in the way that they're acting. All right. No matter how they're acting. If it's mean, if it's nasty, don't give them a mean and nasty attitude back. All right. Because once you get on your level, it's just going to be two mean and nasty people. Nobody's going to be able to tell the difference. You don't want to be a mean and nasty person with them. You want to be able to stay who you are. You don't want to allow people to be able to change you so easily. All right. If people have an attitude and then immediately you hop into an attitude, you got to work on yourself. Okay. Because people can act however they want to act, but all that matters because it's you. All that matters is how you respond. So if you respond in a positive way, then you're going to be growing. Okay. You're not going to be holding yourself back. You're not going to be stuck in the same place. All right. You're going to grow. You're going to be able to grow as a person. All right. And when you don't respond in a negative way to people, no matter how people act, you can almost get through any situation. Okay. There are going to be a lot of situations that you're able to get through. A lot of people may get upset. They may get frustrated. You're going to be able to keep your cool. And people are going to be looking at you for an example on how to handle their situations. I'm telling you. But all that matters is how you respond. If you don't respond in a negative way back to them, then you win. And that's all it is. It's all about you winning. You want to win in any situation that you can. Every situation that you can, you want to be able to win. You don't want to lose, okay? You don't want to lose your cool. You don't want to be out here looked at as somebody that can't handle themselves or control themselves, okay? If the other people can't control themselves, that's okay. They're not you. You ever notice how people get away with things and as soon as something happens, it's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it. All right, you see how that happens? All right, so since you're a little bit more paid attention to, all right, since you're of the chosen community, I'm sure. All right, what you need to do is watch how you respond to these people because they're not going to care how they respond. They're already negative. They're already rude. They're already mean and nasty. But you, the person who they expect to be a good person, they're going to use that against you. Oh, I thought he was good. I thought she was good. That's how she acts. And then they're even going to go even harder on you. Okay? So it's a lot of reasons that you have to watch how you respond to people because people are always watching. People are always looking for new victims. People are always looking for people to have power over. So watch how you respond because the way you respond could end up making this person stay in your life longer than you would like. Okay? If you respond to this person, you might give them the response they're looking for. All right? That's what I was looking for. Somebody that I could get underneath their skin. I found a victim. You don't want that. And you also don't want people to see you as the person who You don't want people to see you as someone who's easily affected by what other people do to them. All right, you don't want people to see that, because once people see that, you become even more of a target. All right, if you're already of the chosen community, you already stand out. You already have people noticing you. You already have people paying attention to you. You don't want people using you as uh, a doormat. You don't want people using you as a punching bag. That's what I was looking for, as a punching bag, where they could just go off and get their stress off. People use people like that. You see it all the time. People just go around taking out how they feel on folks, but they won't know if you're one of those people that they can get to if you don't respond to it in a way that makes them come back to you and want to keep bothering you. All right? You don't want people to keep bothering you. So if you don't respond to it in a way that lets them know they bothered you, they'll leave it alone. These people are looking for victims. They're looking for people to make themselves feel better. They're looking for people to take out how they feel on. All right? So if you choose not to respond to it, they'll know that you're not one of those people they can get to. That's all it is. It's just a game. All right. But the thing is, you have to remember is that, like I said, people are watching you for you to be the bigger person. All right. And you don't always have to be the bigger person, but it's not, I mean, it's really not even about being a bigger person. Like I said, all it is about you winning. All right. So all you have to do is watch how you respond. You could say something to this person. You could respond to them. Just watch how you respond. You don't want to give them um, a bad response, because people are going to think that you're a bad person. All right, not that you should care what people think, because you definitely shouldn't. It's just that you don't want people to view you a certain way, because it could be bad for how you move on that wherever you're at. Say if it's at a job, or say if it's a business opportunity, or if you're at a function, this person could be trying to pull a chess move on you to try to get people to not do business with you. All right, so you don't want people to be looking at you as, oh, I wouldn't do business with this person, because you may have what it takes. All right, and people may see you have what it takes more than them. They just want to get you out of there. All right. So always be mindful, because if you're working on yourself as like a business, if you're working on something like and you're working towards some type of status in society or something, you're going to have to be careful how you respond to people, because people are going to be paying attention to those types of things. So you want to be able to stay professional. You know, you're not always going to be professional. It's not always good to keep it 100% professional. All right, because sometimes situations don't warrant that. Sometimes you may need to step out of that professional, and you might have to give a little rough, rugged response. But what does the Bible say? There's a time and place for everything. Okay, that's what the Bible says. There's a time for everything. There's a season for everything. Okay, so there's a season for you to be a little bit more positively aggressive, and there's a season for you to just fall back and relax. And positive aggressiveness is just getting your point across in a way to where you don't get into any trouble. You don't get yourself involved in any commotion. All right, you could get your point across without getting the police called on you. All right, you can get your point across without putting hands on somebody. You could put fear in another person that is trying to put fear in you, that won't leave you alone, that all you want to do is just fall back so you can relax. You could get them off your back. Okay, so you actually can relax. It's the positive aggressive approach. All right, you're letting people know that you won't back down. You're letting people know that you're not a pushover. You're letting people know that you're not the one for them to try to take out how they feel on, in a positive way. Okay, you just letting them know positively that you're not the one to be messed with. All right, that's all it is, and you should be able to find ways to do that. But there aren't too many really um, uh, ways out there. It seems like what I came up with before I started researching it, I just came up with the positive aggressive approach. Before I know there were self help videos and things like that, that's what helped me, and that's what I continue to do. But you have to watch how you respond to these people, because if you respond the wrong way, then you may never get a second chance to make a first impression. All right. If you're trying to make a first impression, if you're trying to get people to look at you like you want to be looked at, like with respect, like you're a person who can handle themselves, like somebody that's in control of their emotions, like somebody who knows how to deal with other people, interact with other people, then you're gonna want to watch how you respond. Some people think it's nothing. Some people, they just respond however they want. And then they have people looking at them like, oh, I wouldn't deal with that person. So it's not really a matter of what people think of you. It's just like people won't want to deal with someone like that. All right. People could think whatever they want, but if they still deal with you and if they still do business with you, that shows a level of, that shows some level of respect. But if people don't want to even want to do business with you, that shows that they like they thinking the worst, and you don't want that. You don't want your name to get around as somebody that people shouldn't do business with, or people shouldn't want to be friends with, or people shouldn't want to deal with. All right, because people like word gets around, people will speak, people do talk. People already talk, people already watching you close as I don't know what, you know, and it's just good to keep good standings with people, you know, just for good human relations. So it doesn't matter who people choose to be. They could choose to be whoever they want. They could choose to be the meanest person in the world. But if you don't respond to them in a way that's gonna allow them to keep being mean to you, they lost. All right. All you have to do is respond in a way that shuts them down. They want to act mean. You just show that it doesn't bother you, show that it doesn't affect you, and it'll shut them down because they're looking for somebody to give them energy back for their meanness. They're looking for somebody to give them back some more energy to counteract that meanness, to counteract that negativity. They want to be fed. They're putting negativity out. They want negativity back. And when you don't give them that negativity back, they're just left by themselves with their own negativity, and they're looking for somebody else to give them that. All right, people are out here looking for quarrels. People love drama. People are out here looking for confrontations, and there's no need for that. You should just be chill. You should just be relaxed. And if people aren't like that, then if you don't want to be around them, then don't be around them. But don't allow people to have you respond in a way that's out of your character. Don't allow people to have you respond in a way that makes you look bad, because you don't want to look bad like them. They look bad. They're looking for somebody to look bad with them. That's all it is. They want to bring somebody down. And because they see that people look at you a certain way, they see that people view you as somebody with respect, somebody that has somebody that should be dealt with in a proper way, somebody that they can do business with, somebody that they wouldn't mind having around them. People don't look at them like that. People see them like, oh, okay, there goes so and so. Stay away from so and so. You always see those types of people when you're out. It doesn't matter what setting it is. It could be and it could be anywhere. All right, it doesn't matter where you are. I'm telling you, this could happen in any environment. There's always people come around and people be like, I don't want to deal with this person. And it's not like, I'm not talking about like, oh, like when Debo come around. I'm talking about like when people come around and just people are problematic. All right, that's the word I was looking for the whole entire video. People don't want to deal with people that's problematic, y'all. And if you choose to respond in a negative way with them, they're gonna think you're problematic, because people who choose to be mean and nasty and stuff like that, they got they cause a lot of problems for themselves with their attitude and with how they treat people and how they act. All right, you don't want to be seen as that. You don't want to be seen as problematic, because if people see you as problematic, nobody wants those types of people around, because they always got problems. All right, people don't want to be dealing with people who always got something going on. It's okay to have something going on every now and then, every once in a while, but people don't want to primarily deal with people who always got issues, because it becomes a burden for them. It becomes hard for them. Like once your issues start to spill out into other people's lives, it just become a problem or annoying or a pester. People are or like a pest. People aren't going to want to people really aren't going to want to deal with you. People are going to run when they see you. People are going to hide when they see you. People aren't going to want to deal with you like that. So don't be problematic, y'all. It's not productive. It's not good for you. It's not good for your business. It's not good for your image. It's not good for any of those things. So you want to have as least problems as possible, and you want to deal with people who have as least problems as possible, so their problems don't become your problems. Okay? Nobody wants problems. The whole name of the game is to be solving problems. You want to be out here solving problems and finding solutions. You don't want to be out here walking around all angry, mean, and nasty and problematic and causing problems for yourself and others. Okay? So don't respond to people that usually just have a lot of problems. They're trying to find somebody to argue with them, trying to get somebody to be angry with them, trying to get somebody to have a bad day with them, because people got problems and they don't know how to solve them. and all they know how to do is just be upset because they haven't found an answer yet. So just think about it. Like it's real upsetting to not be able to find the answer. It's frustrating to not find the answer. All right, when you need answers, just remember what you were trying to find the answers for. Wasn't it frustrating? If you didn't understand, can't you see how you could have possibly taken that out on other people? I know it's not right, but this is just for you. Okay, this is just for you, so you can have some type of understanding, so you could possibly see where they're coming from, so you won't get upset when people are trying to get underneath your skin. Okay, this is just an irritated person. This is just an upset person. This is just an angry person. All right, I know how to deal with them. I'm not even going to respond to this. All right, because you know that it's only going to go one way. Negativity is only going to bring more negativity. So if you respond to negativity, then it's just going to be an explosion. It's going to be an argument. Both of y'all going to look crazy. It's going to be no point. Nothing's going to get solved. All right, nobody's going to be getting anything out of that. So that there's no growth when you act like that, because all you're doing is staying stuck in the same place, and you're going to keep handling situations like that. And once you handle situations like that over and over again, how you handle things, it becomes a pattern. It becomes like a pattern in your mind, and it becomes a negative mental pattern that you're going to have to break, because your thoughts take neurological pathways. And once your thoughts keep taking the same pathway for a while, you're going to have to try to divert that thought from taking your mind from taking the same pathway where it's trying to go. All right, because negativity and certain feelings will try to take you down that same pathway to where you respond in a negative way. So if you keep responding like that, it's going to be harder for you to not respond that way. The more you work on yourself and challenge yourself to not respond in a negative way, the easier it's going to be for you to go to a more positive approach when dealing with people. So it's something that just takes time. It's something that you have to work on. It's something that will come to you. But as long as you're aware that, this is a hurt person, you're not really probably going to be that upset. Like, okay, that's just somebody that's hurt. As long as you tell yourself this is somebody that has a problem, this is somebody that's going through something. Okay, because you know how we care for people. You know how we wish people the best. Instead of getting upset, you'll lean more towards that. You'll be like, okay, I wish this person the best. All right, you may still have to distance yourself. You may still have to put some space between you and them. You may have to whatever get away from them, but still, you won't be upset. It won't be affecting you. It won't be getting underneath your skin. It won't be renting space in your head, because if you have people that have tried to get you to respond to their foolishness, and if you have people try to get you to be angry with them because they got problems and you don't, you know what I'm talking about. So there are people like that. All right, just accept it. And once you accept it, and once you realize that these are just hurt people trying to hurt people, you'll be cool. You'll be like, okay, whatever. I'm not gonna let them hurt me. That person's hurt. I don't want to be hurt. They're hurt. I'm not. Let me just go about my day. That's somebody that's hurt. And as long as I'm telling you, as long as you keep viewing it like that, it's not gonna bother you. You'll start praying for these people. All right. You may even strike up a conversation with them, ask them how they're doing. Hey, man, you all right? Everything good? All right. If you can. All right. If you can. If not, just stay away from them and keep your peace. But just walking by, just normal conversation, just hey, hi, okay, hi, all right, yep, and then that's it. But I mean, it might make their day. It might help them. Might make them feel better. That's pretty much it. But don't allow it to get underneath your skin. Don't allow it to take you to a place where you don't want to go. Because angry people are out here looking for victims, all right? There's a lot of people that have problems, and they want somebody to have problems with them. But they just don't understand that not everybody is living a problematic life. Like sometimes people get so wrapped up in their life, they think that everybody else is living like that. And the truth is that it's not. Everybody don't got problems, bro. Everybody don't got problems, sis. People are out here problem solving. People are out here taking care of themselves, and people are out here finding solutions and finding answers. And once you find some solutions and some answers, you'll be less frustrated and less upset. Okay? That's all it's about. Finding solutions to problems, figuring things out, making your life better so that you won't be upset. You won't be mad at people. You won't be mad at everybody. Okay? You don't want to be mad at everybody you see. You want to be happy. You want to be in a better position than you were last month. You want to be in a better position than you were last year. You want to advance. You want to move forward. And one thing that can help you do that is how you respond to people. All right, response or you're responding to people plays a major part in your life. Okay, Whether somebody say like whether you're having a bad day and something happens to where now you have to handle a situation, and even if you're having a bad day, you're still going to have to deal with things. You're still going to have to deal with people. All right, just because you're having a bad day, the world's not going to stop. So this is why I'm making this video. Your response is everything. Sometimes your whole world has just came to an end, and then you still have to deal with something. You still have to go to your job. You still have to deal with your significant other, your relationship, your family. So attitude really makes that hard. Okay, when you're trying to get things done, and when you need patience and you need to be focused, the attitude gets in the way. All right, when you have an attitude, you don't think clear. You probably say things that you wouldn't say. You probably say things you wouldn't mean. You're dealing with people from a level that you wouldn't normally be dealing with them from. All right, when you have an attitude, you're angry, upset, and that's not a good place or a good space in your mind to be handling situations. All right, because it's probably not going to get handled properly because you're not going to be responding the right way. You're going to be responding in an angry, upset, mad, frustrated way, and that's not good. So make sure you work on that. All right, doesn't matter who people choose to be. All that matters is how you choose to respond. And when you choose to respond in a way that's productive for you, all right, people look at you as a leader. People look at you as somebody who can take care of themselves. People look at you as somebody who they want for the position. People look at you somebody who they want around them. Like, okay, yeah, this is somebody that worked well in our group. And that's pretty much all it is. It's just making sure that you keep a positive self-image, making sure that you have a positive idea about yourself, making sure that you know how to handle situations like a mature-minded person, like a person is supposed to. All right, and people honor and respect maturity levels. You know, people really take that into consideration. You know, people may see you handle a situation and may think you're the perfect person for this position. People may see you handle something and now they give you a little bit more to handle. You never know. God might bless you. That could have been a test from God. And, you know, now God is about to bless you with what you asked for because now he sees you ready because now he sees you know how to handle people. All right. That's really all business is just handling and dealing with people. So the more that you respond better, if you're starting a business or if you want a business, that's going to help you. Like human relations is a big thing. You got to be able to relate to people. You got to be able to understand people. You got to be able to handle people in a way that is productive. All right, you don't want to be having um, you don't want to have people that are coming to you for business and just because something doesn't work out or something doesn't go right, you're running people off. You're cursing at them. You're getting into arguments. Oh, you stupid this and dumb that, and then you just I'll get a new client kind of thing. Business doesn't work like that because once you do that enough times, you get a bad name, you have a bad business now. You have a bad representation of yourself. And these are the kind of things you want to avoid. All right. So this video is really for people that are dealing with how they feel about certain things, how people come at them and how they deal with it and how they handle themselves. All right, this video is just really about how you handle yourself when people try to make you feel a certain way, and you have to handle it in the best way, in the most positive way that's best for you. All right, you don't want to handle it in a negative way for you. And that's all it is. So you could grow, so you could turn into your greatest version, so you could become who you're supposed to become. You want to handle things in a proper way. You want to handle things in a good way. All right, so that way you know when you're out in public and when you're around people, you know how you act. You'll be able to control yourself. Somebody does something that you don't like, you may not like it, but you'll be able to get over it. You'll be able to control yourself. And people won't be looking at you as somebody that they could play with. People won't be looking at you as somebody that they could play games with. Okay? People will take you serious. Like, yo, he don't play. She don't play. We thought we could try her, but I don't think we should. We thought we could try him, but I don't know. I don't think we should. I think we need to leave him alone. I think we need to leave her alone. And people will leave you be. The more you handle yourself in a serious way, like the more you handle yourself in a way that deserves respect, like that the way that shows them that you're not playing at all. Okay, like you see people in these movies, like the character like John Wick. John Wick wasn't playing at all. Okay, John Wick played no games. All right, just straight serious. You see all how he handles situation. He didn't let people get underneath his skin. He didn't get emotional. He didn't let people get him out of his character. He would just keep his calm, keep his cool, and take you out. So that's what you have to do. You have to keep your calm, you have to keep your cool, and you have to take these people out. Because what they're trying to rile you up, and you don't want to let that happen. I'm telling you, people see that you get riled up, they're always going to come back to rile you up some more. And you want people to treat you with respect, so that way they'll leave you alone, and so that way you'll have peace. And this is the way to do it, by responding to them in a way that lets them know that you mean business. Responding to them in a way that lets you know that you're not the one. Responding to them in a way that lets them know you know what they're up to, and you're not letting it affect you. And in order for them to get to you, they're going to have to take it further than that. And I guarantee you, how they're acting and how petty and immature they're acting in the first place, they ain't got the heart to take it there. All right. They're just trying to get underneath your skin and see you freak out. And we're not going to let that happen. All right. Because it doesn't matter who they are. All that matters is how we respond, baby. I want to thank everybody for watching this video. I want to thank everybody for tuning into this Druuill special. Shout out to the Chosen Vessels. Everybody hit that like button. Everybody hit that share button. Everybody hit that subscribe button. Shout out to all the new subscribers. Welcome. I hope you enjoy the channel. Everybody hit that like button. It helps the audience grow. It helps the channel become bigger. We reach a wider audience. And thank you for watching the ads, because it helps the channel out monetarily. I'll see everybody in the next video. Shout out to the Chosen Vessels. Peace out. We out.